All right, good evening, everyone. First of all, Franco Colapinto, we have Alpine Esports, right? Anyway, joining the server in hopes that my half lap of queue setup and practice in one was enough. Hi, Alex, Marvin, Jan, Tsari, Fabio, welcome. Alex, French party I'm attending. Well, it's gonna be a nice ×2 fuel party. I mean, yeah. There was Zhou Guanyu also here, but well, it was supposedly a different guy with the same name or something. Eh? Hello? Well, I hope I make it to the track even. Sarah Bovi, oof, I need to update my knowledge. Well, hi Mike. Well, I hope it starts looking good now. Ah, Alex, right, yes. So back into the server, let's load the... Where is the setup? I have assigned the setup. This is opened, right? You know what? Whatever. One click softer rear. One click more ARB. A bit more tape. It's gonna be fine. And was it like... So this is GTEs, right? It's the historic LMU historic championship, or no ABS. Wait. Oh no. You know what? I have to rejoin. I have to rejoin very quickly because I forgot that I have settings on max. Because I was silly and I didn't update this. So lowest, quick, rejoin. Gonna be a fun quali session. Iron Dames. Oh yes, very nice. Hi Joao, hi Gilles, hi Mario. When I try LMP2 on Portimao, did I notice that for turn you need more steer? I don't know, the car felt extremely well balanced. I didn't need to push much on the front to make the rear rotate, but it rotated both by front and by rear. Okay, so reduce the fuel. I don't even have time to fix anything else. Let's just drive. So I hope the sounds are fine. I didn't really check, but this GTE is screaming. Oh, the brake bias needs to go to the rear. Ah, this is the softs, right? Yeah, they survive. Lap 1 already, flat out. I mean, well, about low settings, you know, if I turn off OBS, it's much easier on PC. Well, should be here now. Yeah, sorry about that. I figured out. Just looked into OBS and saw no audio there. Anyway, I hope it's well balanced. So yeah, OBS takes a lot of CPU, and this game is very CPU intensive. So the frame rate is actually much more, for me, dependent on the CPU power. Copy, Alex. That's a good one. To have a weather reporter. Ah, Nates. Glad you enjoyed it. I have clutch pedal on the steering wheel, like behind. If you mean that, Tsari. And Fabio, yeah, again about the wheel rotation, I always put it to 380 in LMP2. Anyway, 2 laps to make it count. Long time no GTE. Let's see how many people in this half an hour get trolled and think that LMU has a Porsche GT3 already. It's so much more easy flat out through Rouge and Raidillon because of that extra downforce that these cars have somehow. iShark, Intel Core i3, yeah, well, have i5 12600K. Ah, my pronunciation is broken today. And I do get like 250-300 FPS if I don't have OBS on. But as soon as I have OBS on, it's 120-150. Which is kind of alright, you know. Just not for esports. I checked the leaderboard before this race, it was quite funny, to be honest. Only Porsches. I don't know if people are missing the Porsche or if Porsche is OP or if it was just a coincidence. Purple sector 2, nice. Yeah, the fixed setup is good. Yeah, X3Ds, I know. I'm just waiting for the opportunity to buy. The classic bus stop. Well, somehow for whatever reason MP1. I wonder if it's just one split as well. Probably it's more splits, right? The beginner series got like 150 plus signups, intermediate a bit less. This engine is so loud, I hope you guys can hear me well, I can barely hear myself. Am I leaving of sim racing? Kind of. Living of the past successes, but working towards the future successes when it comes to esports. But well, now with the Rafa Racing Club or Rafa Esports team, we are, well, slowly but surely building up a good base for the future. Understeering a little bit, even though the rears are hotter than the front. I thought I should surely improve in the second lap, because in the first the tires were still cold, but well, maybe I can still improve. Oh, I have to improve. Not enough. Mr. Asher, P1. Well, gonna be a good fight on lap 1 for sure. And hopefully for the rest of the race as well. Okay, so let me quickly calculate what exactly we are doing here. 24 times 60 divided by 136-ish. 11 laps. Anyway. No. Open log file. Engine fuel. Kind of 4 liters. 44. Oh, that's a lot. Just gonna take 45. We'll be fine. Sound balance is perfect. Good to hear. Exesh, I mean, it's really not like a big stress event, so it's alright to jump with my eyes up and down. And I figure out that if I have the chat right on the secondary monitor above the main screen, it's like very easy to like look up and down and not lose focus. But if I had to look left and right, then it would be suddenly much more tricky. Was there something else I wanted to click? I want to make the car more oversteery or more rotatey, but the rear is already hotter than the front. I don't know. Just drive. Oh, and it's the unlucky situation where there is an uneven number of LMP2s, so the GT pole is actually a row ahead of P2. Well, lucky Asher. Yeah, I would raise the rear, but in high speed it's kind of like it's a classic Spa problem. Oh, don't crash me, please. Thank you. Oh, man. Well, now we're going. Slow down? Well, I'm slowing down. Erratic driving. Perfect. Why are you flashing me? So I heard that if it says if there is a lot of this flashing, you get a penalty. Now it's saying out. Yeah, let's see if I get a drive-through for this. This has been a very weird start sequence. Drive-through penalty for erratic driving. Yeah, well, we will have fun until we can have fun, and then we will take the drive-through. Well, that's a good start. Ay, ay, ay. Slipstream. The GT3s are kind of fast, right? Much faster compared to GT3s. I hope at some point Studio decides that all the complaints about the start procedure are like not just complaints out of nothing, but that the whole procedure is very bugged. Well, not bugged, but there is so many holes where people can do mistakes and then the other people get penalties. This lap 1 is such a mess. So I'm P8 overall. Half of the LMP2 field is behind me. Just casually wheel to wheel with prototypes. That's the joy of the multiclass. I mean, the drive-through shouldn't be too bad around here since it's just the GP pit lane, not the endurance pit lane. Yeah, Porsche downforce higher than the LMP2 or what? Okay, so I think the grids are now separate. Come on. In low speed for sure the Porsche has advantage, just because of how long the first gear is in the LMP2. Takes ages for it to pick up speed. Well, time to pull a bit of a gap. Well, do I get some warning if I start pronouncing these words, or is it not too bad yet? YouTube community guidelines, never properly read them. Misspelling erratic, I mean. Yeah, Mike, I mean, it makes sense, right? There is quite some downforce on the GTEs, and they are fast, like powerful and so on. I'm just thinking of what should I have done in lap 1. When the car had a few messes up like that, I mean, I don't know if he had engine turned off or if he was just somewhere, like he was rolling back. And then he smashed the brake, so he must have been at the PC. Maybe just struggling to find some throttle input or whatever. Ah, Mr. Asher, the pole sitter, has disconnected, so he must have been destroyed in lap 1. We will check the replay after that. Yeah, thank you, Daniele. Good luck to you as well if you do it. But well, having French car on a French track will bring some luck, right? I just realized I might have underfueled. Because I keep calculating as if I am well, as if there is no potential extra lap, relative to where LMP2s finish the race. Well, that's unlucky. No idea how that's gonna turn. Just gonna lift and coast a bit. Ferrari at Imola. Well, there is Lambo as well, right? Probably we can get back on the podium despite the drive-through. Yeah, Kahel, like it's set to catch up, so I don't know then what it wants. I started to catch up. I was very much in the green, and the red was far ahead. So what should I do then? What is the max speed? It's just so fragile, the system. Anyway, box. Well, not box, drive-through. And then we try to target the extra lap as well, just in case. I hope it's 80 kph. Should be 80, right? Ah, it's 60. Oh well. We are driving through. Max speed is... yeah, well, I accelerated like crazy to catch back, so... good to know that it's 100, I didn't know. So where do we escape? Into 6. Okay. Fuel is normal. It's gonna be ×2 for the weekly. At the to be honest, I like the short formation. It just takes less time. Already the 2 minutes of waiting is a lot. But the system is just so rigid and fragile at the same time, so easy to break it and get random people penalties. Anyway, less than 5 seconds. Still, I am on the podium in a couple of overtakes. Nice surname there, McQueen. That's a really good one. I forgot about this Porsche moment. That can happen sometimes. Well, I'm surely glad we don't have a full formation for Le Mans. But yeah, I agree, at some tracks would be fun to have it. No ABS. Keep forgetting. Well, I mean, I lost the car on LMU slip angle, but then I caught the car on the RF2 slip angle at the higher slips, right? I thought I'm gonna lose it, it was right on the edge. I didn't have any more input. Funny how these GTEs have very little engine inertia. The RPM drops very fast, but if you do that in GT3, it takes ages for revs to come down. So time for some overtakes. Not sure if I haven't just overfueled by a whole lap anyway already. But better be safe. Nice rev limiter. Okay, I binned it. What? Okay, time to wake up. I guess it's good that I did no damage. Wow, it's good that I do this intermediate race or two before the weekly. So I would blame the dirty air, but it was not dirty air. It's just lack of ABS that I just cannot. It doesn't click in my head that there is no ABS on this car. Yeah, and then LMU brake things. But it always happens with this Porsche to me. Like, if you watched me in the past few months a little bit, you would remember at least like 3 times where I binned it or kind of, or like almost binned it, barely catched it. But always just with the Porsche. It feels so stable until it just snaps like crazy. Well, anyway, more work to do. Yeah. Okay. I prefer myself crashing out than game crashing, that's for sure. Yeah, well, Nondi party is starting at 8, so this is just the prep. Although my driving looks like as if I'm drunk already. No, but I still appreciate doing a little bit of Porsche GTE. It's nice to have 2 multiclass races in intermediate. It works quite well, I think. So yeah, after this I'm gonna do the other intermediate as the, well, yeah, I have written it there on OBS. Should be on the screen. CoTA should be good fun as well. Oh no, this is ×2. This is for DR. This is more important than the beginner races. So I might go back to Gold 1 after this. Whoops. I'm just thinking, like, what did I do wrong there? When the LMP2 was coming from behind, I lifted on the inside so that I would be able to save fuel and then still brake on the ideal line at the same time. But as soon as I was on the ideal line, I think I lifted the clutch, some engine braking started, and then I turned a little bit to stop the diagonaling across the track, and then it just snapped. Well, I wasn't careful enough. But it's really not straightforward to go from GT3 to GTE. I feel like it's very natural on the left foot. You just feel that there is no ABS and you are careful, but now and then in some situation the left foot just forgets. It just smashes the brake and well, you crash. And I'm already on like 85% brake pressure. But yeah, I overdid the brake. Well, about the lockups, I'm not really sure if these GTEs have received the tire model updates that the GT3s have received. But I don't think it's any extraordinary here, like it's kind of realistic, although, I don't know. It doesn't feel too bad. It was worse on RF2 where you actually had to lock up a little bit because it improved your stopping on some cars. Yes, Nazar, that's probably, yeah. I got scared by the car ahead, braking a bit earlier than expected. And then I panicked and kept smashing the brake. But I mean, lockup like this is the car ahead. That felt exactly like what it would feel like in real life, judging from the footage or from the onboards. He didn't go straight into the wall, he managed to recover it, but he went very off and there was smoke, although this smoke here is like, I mean, I don't know how better it is on high details, but this one looked as if I was watching some F1 Challenge 9902. I think they still use 2D planes to simulate smoke. Like every 10 centimeters there is like a 2D smoke appearing, and then from outside or like from front or rear it looks good, but if you watch closer you see that it's a bit weird. So potentially 4 more laps? Probably 3, but could be 4. Anyway, podium is still within reach, especially if they keep side-by-siding like that. And then if we actually get an extra lap, maybe some others ahead will get caught by surprise. Although the leaders are now catching with us, I think there's not gonna be extra lap. But if we stay ahead, there would be. Yeah, these lockups are funny. Sometimes you can watch some lower tier formulas at Monza lock up like crazy into turn 1, and they kind of still make the corner or at least just run slightly wide, but you would expect them to lose all the grip. So it's not easy to implement good lockups in different classes. Sorry. What am I doing? I thought there was no overlap anymore. Anyway. But that's the worst when you're trying to go for like a switchback and then you just about to slowly or gently bump the car ahead. And we are past Mr. McQueen. Yeah, AC1, I mean, you know, if we just have a simple lookup table and then write in numbers what exactly happens at each temperature or at each lockup level. On some cars it could be like a very realistic and so on. And to be honest, I just think I drove two cars in like esports fashion, so with the Tetius FA01 and with the F1, like the Lotus F1 Exos, I only drove those two in a proper fashion on the limit. So the leader is coming, and those two cars felt really natural. So the lockups were like as expected and everything felt right. So for myself and for pit 3 this is the last lap, but for GTE leader it's not gonna be the last lap. Can I gain 1.6 seconds in sector 2? Tsari, I think if stuff goes well, if the player base doesn't shrink, but it keeps increasing, I see no reason why they would not do it. Most of the content is already here. Just need 3-4 more tracks, liveries. That's it. You have 2 more series. And LMP3. Well, RF2 has LMP3 already, so they just need to copy-paste, adjust the physics a little bit. Although they would probably make the model out like from scratch again. Is this enough? 4 tenths. Three tenths. Come on! Yeah! I got him! Wow. He defended so hard and he over-defended, and I think he tried to park it on the left so I couldn't make a switchback, but then the outside was nice and clear. Oof. Okay, that's gonna be quite soon replace. What a weird race. So again, like at the start, yeah, the guy didn't drive away, and then like what can I do? Yeah, then well, I was going to, yeah. I mean, if there is a 100 kph limit, it should absolutely show like a big red flashing over the whole monitor. But like, how can I catch up if I'm not going faster? Anyway, and then the start. Oh, that's Michi, hello.
Hello. Exactly, that's Itchy.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. How are the Inters going?
Yeah. They are.
G1?
Be free after well, drive-through for false start. You can check now on my stream, just checking the replays. Oh, I just knew, like, when I drove by that car, I knew that's gonna be a huge
I
off.
just went live as well.
Copy.
What? Why was it?
The LMP2 ahead of me, multiclass, so LMP2 ahead was slow, didn't move, then I accelerated, went 200, like 120, and supposedly 100 is a hard limit for drive-through or something. He didn't
Am I
even
still on
lift.
push to talk?
Huh?
Ah, yeah.
Hello.
So, you had this
He didn't
this
even lift.
shit overlap. I don't know why they can't just keep gaps between car classes. Like, makes no sense.
No, just the overall experience should be a lot more intuitive than it is at the moment.
Yeah, I agree.
So I'm in no hurry to register because I have already registered for the next one. Right, so where was the crash then? This is already after the crash. Hi Ayus, and well, thank you Hachemi, Mlondi, and Lex for shaking, yes. Was it here? No, wasn't this one. Wait, I can do display, I can do standings, no, timing. And then I can find lap 5. No. Ah. Of course it's gonna bug. Ah, okay, right, here we go. Yeah, I panicked. I don't know what even... I mean, that was... Yeah, okay, so my breaking point is normally like between this white line and this Avis thing, but I lifted a bit, so it's a bit later, but I was on the green side. Yeah, I was just too late on the brakes. And then the car just went straight
What
left.
lap times do I need to look at with hypercars at Le Mans?
I just did low fuel on that high railroad, fixed 23s.
Copy.
And then the last one. So he defends. Nicely takes the apex. Parks it. Then he must feel so silly. But that was so funny. Yeah, I mean, you have to be careful about the traction. There is not an abundance of it. Hi Simbigo, hi Demetrius, hi Shiny. Yeah, I don't know, like, I just did like some random shiny, shiny weather, sunny weather, and heavy static preset, and then I took the BMW, some old setup, it was straight 323, like I was, well, this feels fast. Then I spent 2 hours on the Toyota to barely make it into 23s, and then I just gave up on it. Then I took the Peugeot, messed up the lap, it was 23 already, so I don't know, maybe the setup just worked from some months ago, but okay, well, time to go to the other server. Before I get... Okay, let's check the rank. Have I gained? Have I lost? I gained. Nice. And straight into CoTA. Join. And I took the Ferrari because I have really not driven the Ferrari much. I did one race with it at Spa and that's it. Ah, hi Raven. It was such a nice last corner. I mean, you did well, but yeah, just that little snap that you had on the exit, right? It's slippery, and then the Porsche, when it goes, it's a bit weird to catch. Again, I do this. Why is this happening? Please join. Hello. Maybe I need to restart my game before the weekly. Throttle too early. Yeah, you were on kind of a tight line, right? So it's not easy to put the power down there. It's such a weird corner, bus stop, both in RF2 and LMU. In iRacing, it feels like there is times 3 grip. You just fly through the chicane. But here, you just lose the rear and then understeer and then lose the rear again. It's so weird. Anyway, down with the fuel. So this is GT3 again, right? A bit less pedal force. I honestly, with GT3s, feel like the pedal force can be like even 80% and it's still gonna activate ABS a lot. And then it's funny when the track is loading railroad, it actually burns some CPU, so FPS drop hard. And then I suppose I can have a little bit less power cut here. And this is a lot more cold tire sensitive because it's mediums. Alright. Then let's see how this car drives. From Spa, I remember from some weeks ago that the rear was very solid, but well, it's still rear engine, so it's a bit tricky. And then the front is very light and loves to turn in, but as quickly as it turns in, that quickly it stops turning, because the rear kind of cannot follow how sharp the front is. But maybe the setup here is a bit different. Oh, that's bright. Oh, that's bright. That's very bright. I guess it's just this straight. Yeah, I think... I mean, what you see is what I see. Could decrease the gain a little bit. But I think it's fine on OBS. Actually, driving ABS or no ABS is not that different in LMU because the ABS really cannot be abused. And it really disrupts the rotation, so... Anyway, quali is on. Guess we get 3 laps, maybe 2. Forgot what the lap times are. Oh, I got the track limit already. Yeah, it's understeery on throttle, for sure. Unless it's a hairpin on the exit. Then it's oversteering, but we can fix that with PC. I race on 49 inches. It's, well, the kind of classic ultra wide. So actually, this is gonna be the last attempt now. And I need to make it count. So 8 more tenths to gain. I have too much ABS, I think. I think this is completely blocking my exits. Except hairpins. What a messy lap. Anyway, it's a 0.6 at least. Well, 06 point something. P3 for now, let's see how much others improve. So 3.9-ish. No, wait, what's the fuel? I'm still not displaying the fuel. GT freeze correctly. Yeah, let me calculate. Well, laps. Well, obviously it's gonna be 12. Could be 13 because hypercars. So 3.2. 42, 43. Alright. One more thing I wanted to do. Let me change my LCD so I don't forget later. Alright. Wait, it's actually this one. Yeah. As I will not have time later because I will jump straight into the French party from this. Anyway, which I guess BMW is at its hypercar, okay. Third in class, that's alright. Hi Marius. 49, yeah, well... You mean 45 has better, like, ratio, like height to width, or... Well, Marius, it... you see the schedule, right? Like, here. So... I cannot put more cars on the thumbnail because then it doesn't look too great, so... Had to choose one car. And I did put dailies into the stream title, so I am forgiven. Saturated grip. A bit less ABS. I'm gonna decrease that TC. It felt like it was cutting like crazy. And I'm on the outside, that's the worst in CoTA. Uh-oh. You saw that? I tried to reset FFB and the wheel disconnected.
What exactly did happen to the track limits on Le Mans?
I'm about to start the race. I'm
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Limits were fine to me at Le Mans. Anyway, see you later. I was not that bad. And yeah, pro streamer confirmed. I'm more and more pro. Uh-oh. What do I have with these illegal overtakes? I mean, I was 4 wheels off the white line, so I cannot complain. It just happens so often to me. It's just that it's not a track limit. But if you overtake, then it suddenly is illegal. In quali it doesn't get counted though, as a cut, so I don't know. Anyway. PC settings, well, I thought the default ones are too high, so I just decreased a bit. I don't even know if that's good or not. And this is not even a green warning, you know. Yeah, I hope that CoTA track limits at some point get updated a little bit. Oh. Rip. Well, that was the classic example of lift off oversteer. And you really try to maximize the lift off oversteer there because it understeers so much. But at some point it gets overdone. Well then, let's figure out if I have any pace to catch the supposedly the Italian in the Italian supercar. But he was fast in quali. The TC is still too restrictive. The Super Italian in the Italian supercar sounds good. Unfortunately, it's not an Italian super track as well. Yeah, I'm not doing what the last lap speed 2 did there. Something about CoTA just makes all cars trickier than they are, really. Hyperdrives, you are right, it's gonna soon start. Just need to deal with a little bit of Italian machinery. Barely clinging on that 2.3-ish gap. Surely the car parts in his car are better because he's Italian. This is my worst corner. I just don't know what to do there because I would just need more front wing. And unfortunately, GT3s don't offer a front wing. I mean, one could say that it kind of almost drives like the Greek on this default setup. It's funny because sometimes the default setup is really made to be safe and stable, but because of the understeer that it introduces, You just need to drive it even more aggressively, and then you're actually more on the limit and struggling even more for rear stability. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Well, something about the Italian horses. Maybe his engine had 10 horsepower more than mine, and it was too much. But exactly that, what happened to him, like, I think he lost the rear a little bit and then he just kept sliding until it slided out of control. That's pure whiteness ahead of me. And we are P1 ahead of Mr. J. Clarkson. Nice names today around me. Forgot to check where Franco Colapinto finished, if that was actually him, previous round. There were two splits, probably he was split too. Yeah, well, I mean, hard to define what's an easy win, you know. No corner till now felt easy, so almost found the barrier. 2 laps to go. What is that understeer? And then let's check where the hypercars are. They're gonna catch us. And then I can already calculate in my head how bad is it for me when it comes to be late to the French party. Because the French party begins with 6 minutes of practice at 8. So that's gonna be... I hope I don't get the extra lap. Otherwise I'm gonna join and go straight to quali, and then it's Le Mans. And it's probably 2 consecutive attempts on mediums. That's track limit. Copy. Yeah, Mlondi, there was a user named Franco Colapinto with Argentinian flag, registered as an LMP2, but later he changed the registration to Ferrari GT3. Actually GTE, right? We were driving GTE's race before. So now you can make your own interpretation. Could be anyone, or it could be Franco himself. Maybe he's streaming or something. How was that not a cut? I mean, I could text Franco. We were teammates for the last Le Mans Virtual. Although after that he started to ignoring me, even though I only sent him 2 messages. And it was all about some feedback when it comes to the event itself. He said he will gladly respond when he has time. And luckily he never had time, looks like. Well, not blaming him. So, well, unluckily I was doing the qualifying, and for the difference from my pole lap from 2020, I qualified it on P17 because I was about to improve into top 10 despite getting impeded on my lap. until a traffic jam in the last chicane sent me 5 meters into the air and out of the session. So we I think it was then crazy at the start. Franco started from P17. After 2 stints he was top 5. And he was lagging around like crazy with the Argentinian ping. We were like, he's gonna disconnect at any point. But, well, RF2 netcode is something else compared to other sims, so he actually could drive normally. And he made crazy amount of overtakes into top 5. And then at some point we were in the top 10 train. What happened then? Actually there was a crash, right? When both Vanvals, like I was in one Vanval, Michi was in the other one. We both got collected out of the... well, he lost a lap because of repairs. I repaired and just about stayed on the lead lap, but I think in the end we were P7 or P6. So no, we didn't win, Branko didn't win. Yeah, Bicolas, right? Bicolas, powered by Burst Esport. We were named like that in 21, and then Bicolas renamed into Vanval, and then it was Vanval powered by Burst Esport, and then Vanval was kicked out of WEC, and Burst Esport was kicked out of existence. But we had the greatest of times together. Well, Mlondi, I mean, one can assume, right? But let's see. Matter of fact is that after 2022 Le Mans Virtual Race, I did an Instagram post about how the event went. And I tagged Franco and said that the future Formula 1 world champion was, well, I don't know what exactly I wrote. I just mentioned he's about to be future F1 world champion, so that's what I think of him. A really good driver. This car cannot... But this is actually the F14T, right? The F1 Ferrari. It understeers and oversteers at the same time. It cannot decide what it wants to do. Yeah, well, the Burst Brotherhood stays with us forever. Just really a shame that sim racing hasn't grown that fast, that it would actually be able to sustain itself after the, well, post-pandemic times. Or maybe the team was always just too small and would actually need like a couple of people working full-time on social media and having huge followership and whatnot. And maybe then it would survive, who knows. But yeah, again about Colapinto, like, I don't know. When I was of his age, I was a worse sim racer than he is. And he's not just very fast in the sim, he's also very fast in real life, so I would not bet against him if he gets the chance. Yeah, Paula, it is, I suppose. And the viewership only comes if there is people they actually follow. And actually that Le Mans Ultimate Pro League, that VMS thing, that's actually quite a smart move. Because they have, well, many people there are streamers and have quite a following, like Amos Laurito, very big Italian sim racing streamer. He drives it. Well, then we have Michi with, well, almost 12k YouTube subs and so on. Maybe I bring a couple of you guys into that and some others are streaming, and then suddenly we have a league with relative good viewership. And in the end of the day, that's all that matters for marketing, right? Right, the hypercars are coming to eat us alive. I don't know how to drive this car into hairpin. Yeah, let's see for AC Evo. It's really hard to make predictions, but, well, Kunos have their own big following, so... do I use different settings for GT and prototypes? Actually, ever since the FFB levels were kind of normalized between different cars and classes, I am not really changing anything. I just leave it as it is. So it was like 75% in the profiler for the SimiCube and 45 or 43% in game. And then I tested changing it to 65 in True Drive and 50% in game, but it's, well, it doesn't make a difference. Just prevents some bigger spikes from, well, killing my wrists and so on even further. The rear is just so, how to say, predatory. You turn in, wait for a bit of grip, and the rear just waits for you. They find you unprepared and then it snaps. Well, I always wanted like a free roam or like open world racing game, kind of like Need for Speed or something, just with top-notch physics. So I kind of, I will for sure try and drive AC Evo when it comes to that free roam open world, and I really hope that they nail the physics, because I don't know, the old AC and ACC never really fully impressed me when it comes to the feeling and so on, but I don't know, I think it should be good fun, and then if they make a good story out of it or like a good career mode or whatever, then, I mean, it's not really sim racing like we are doing here, but it's just like a classic game, just with really good physics, and I just see that as an absolute victory. But yeah, let's see. I saw that Golf GTI Mark 1 and got kind of sold, although I'm yet to see a good front-wheel drive car in sim racing. But they surely produced huge hype. and they have like a maximum pressure on them. They just have to deliver. Although again, early access for substantial amount of time from AC Evo kind of alleviates that pressure a little bit. Yeah, let's see. What is my real racing experience? Well, it's not great. Couple of rental go-kart races, and well, pushing my Hyundai Accent 2004 with 105 horsepower and just above 1 ton of weight over Slovenian hills. All within a legal speed, because it's not a hill climb, it was just going for some walk. Well, not walk, hill climbing, but or mountaineering. But still, you kind of get the feeling like when you drive a road car, like older road car like that fast, and when you get more FFB from your steering wheel than you get in sim racing, then you know that something is off. So I still get more FFB in my 20-year-old road car that has power steering compared to ACC and compared to iRacing, but less than in LMU and RF2, so I don't know. Maybe I just have a good road car. I almost never drink coffee. Maybe I drank it like 7-8 times in my whole life, but I like tea. Well, that tattoos Formula 3 or Formula 4 in AC1 kind of blew my mind. It was quite seemingly, like, or quite apparently it was, well, on worse physics or more dumbed down physics, or like just, well, worse physics or more basic physics, let's say, than other sims, but it was so remarkably tuned that it just felt very believable. Go to drink, yeah. Well, I mean, tea can be a lot of stuff, right? But homegrown mint tea, it's quite nice. So we are 1 minute late to the party. Let's quickly cross the line and jump into the party server. Should have 3 minutes for half an outlap of practice. But well, this was an easier win than expected for sure. Started P3 and then both P2 and P1 spun out. So it's a gifted win. Anyway, no time for replays, maybe we can check later. But I am hoping this works now, because last 2 times it threw me out. Yeah, Jana, I guess, yeah, the FFB, it was obviously fake, but for a couple of cars it was really, really well made, really well optimized, so it felt really good. And you could really use it to go fast. So I really appreciated a couple of cars. And corporate account, I don't know, like in Slovenia it's very difficult to start racing. Couple of like really hill climbs now and then, but that's not really like a circuit racing. Obviously I would love to do some, to get some real life racing experience. Oh, the server didn't kick me out of here, nice. What do you mean no setups found? Peugeot stable. Okay, let's load that. Whatever that is. And we will do quali on mediums. Because it's not that hot. Anyway. So now I have 100 FPS. Yeah. Not as great as at CoTA. On my tiny pedal is freaking out. Alright.
Hello.
Hello.
So, what race lap times and what top speed?
The Peugeot is, I think, the fastest on straight. Like, it's funny if you compare BMW to Peugeot. Peugeot gains in the last 500 meters quite substantially. I think it goes 337 even.
What?
Yeah, it's crazy, but I think it's just very low drag.
Because it had.
Sorry?
Because it has no rear wing?
It has a rear wing because it's the new one.
Intriguing. Okay, what lap times you do with it though?
Quali I think should be 23.
And you didn't do any race stuff, right? Yeah.
No, I literally did one lap time. And that was it.
Copy.
I drove Toyota for 2 hours and
couldn't make it work.
got sick. And then I loaded the Peugeot very fast.
Copy. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go swimming somewhere with my 334 on the straight.
So you took BMW?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
So I guess 2 laps in the medium.
Yeah, that's my assumption.
Yeah.
How do my slip angle indicators work? So if you mean this grid, what's it called, grid browse from Grid Engineering, well, it's SimHub. It just calculates the slip angle from the, well, how it is defined, like inverse tangent.
So
inverse
whenever
tangent.
I run a little wide on the exit of 2, or Rouge, or exit of karting, I instantly get orange track limit.
Maybe it's maybe you have that bug, or maybe it's tricked.
Yeah, feel free to try it too.
I will not have time to practice. Anyway, so that mathematical trigonometric function of speed, like lat versus long speed per tire. Let me try to explain it better. But I think, is this private quali? Yeah, nice. Okay, so yeah, it's just calculating, and then if slip is above certain degrees, then the next light turns on, and that's all the story about it. Hi, Run. Well, the track limits, I mean, they're kind of alright around Le Mans, I think. Issue is that the track is way too usable beyond the white lines. I think CoTA is a lot more broken. Yeah, Jan, if I wanted to race Clios, Probably I would have to do what the Jardir is doing. Yeah, like, just like Central European Racing Series. I mean, there is quite some tracks there, like Most and Brno and Hungaroring. What is it called? Slovakia Ring? Or is that the same? I mean, yeah, there is quite a concentration of alright tracks. But obviously I would need to come up with substantial amount of money. Is there an actual difference if you choose the livery that doesn't have the wing? Yes. Basically because the Peugeot raised the old car without the rear wing in 23, and then in 24 it raised both, I think. For some rounds they brought the old car. Oh my... I underfueled. I forgot it's fuel times 2. I will have one lap, right? No, I will not have one lap. Wait. I have time to still escape and start another one. Should be... No, it's not gonna be enough, right? I have time. 3... Yeah, let's quickly escape, because I don't think it's gonna be enough. Let's take a bit more. I mean, now it... Yeah, whatever. Just drive. Yeah, it's times 2 fuel, of course. And the tiny pedal overlay has not updated itself yet, so it doesn't know. Would have to cross the line once. I should still have time for 2 laps now. But potentially I have underfueled again, so who knows. If it's 6 liters per lap-ish, then it's 12, 33, no, 36. I don't know. Maybe I lift and coast a little bit now. But I need to start the lap when it's 3:30. I have time. 40 liters. I will do better in the race. Yeah, now I am out of time anyway. And yeah, about iRacing track limits, I kind of agree, it's super weird. Wait, it's not 40 liters for sure, because I have 8.5 virtual energy and the fuel is less. So, wait, 8.5 would be 17 for one lap? Yeah, okay, I see, yeah. Anyway, never mind. Michi with 50. Then it's gonna be a single shot. It's alright. Maybe I managed to fuel save. 27 liters. But I have 1 minute to cross the finish line. So yeah, we will get one lap in. That's not a worry. The battery. Let's put it to 40. I put it to 40, right? Ah, yeah. It was too fast for my indicator on the dash. Yeah, now I have to go for it. Anyway, let's have a clean lap. Which scared me with the track limits. Now I'm afraid to use them. I'll be like 1 liter short for extra lap on fuel. But if I mess up this one, I can make another one work. It's medium grip. Volker 24-1. Not gonna be easy. No purple sectors. Exclamation mark wheel, I can just respond, it's grid engineering, Porsche 911 RSR replica. Do I have time for another one actually, or fuel? I don't, right? Ah yeah, of course not. Time was fine, but fuel was not. Okay. Gonna take 24/7 for now. Even though, that was that was not great. But people are still on their laps. Yeah, Dan, I mean, I told everybody it's ×2 fuel, and then I didn't ×2, so happens. Michi beats me. Let's replay, right? Yeah. fourth. We have Mr. Fudge. That's not gonna be improvement, right? Out of fuel. So we are either P4 or P5, that's fine. Volker is flying though. Oof. Yeah, big brain, very big brain. Full fuel run. I'm taking full fuel then. It will be alright. You know what? I'll be back in a minute. Let me put this camera onto Nico and see you very, very soon. Okay.
RIP.
Yup. Too little fuel.
I heard.
Right, about steep angle. This comes with you need the game to export the correct properties. So in iRacing you cannot get it. I think ACC neither. But RF2 LMU they export way more telemetry, and then you can just have I think it just will.
Any tires at all?
I don't know. It's a short race to be honest.
Yeah.
And it's Le Mans, so you're most of the time on the straights.
Very true.
What was it? Well, tire speed or tire velocity. Yeah, you just need tire speed, longitudinal and
So now we're
lateral.
waiting. Ah, okay.
Yeah. And if you have those per each tire, then you can just calculate the slip angle without any plugins. Yes, what their buyer says. Ayerne-Einstein formula, of course. I copy-pasted it from, I don't know, from some teammate back in the days. Do I need to click anything more here? Usually I use a lot more brake migration, but again this is set up from half a year ago. And I just decided that it's fast enough and I will drive it and hopefully I survive. It's still faster than anything that I would get from a very well optimized Toyota. Now the strategy. should be either 20 or 21 laps, I think. And that lap that you underfuel is very, very important. But it's again times 2 fuel, so every lift and coast is very powerful. Anyway, we are racing. Thank you, guys. It's an eco-French party. I forgot what was the maximum of fuel usage that you could use here. In RF2 it was ×7. I think it's a bit less here. In the UI it restricts it a bit. Maybe ×3 is actually the most. That would be really fun with ×7. It's a big lift and coast fest, to be honest, with ×7. Ah, the Peugeot torque. But it's LMH brakes, so it cancels out. Now let's see. Oh, Michi has no speed there. Interesting. Hi Thomas. Yeah, the moment I heard myself saying the word torque, something started burning in my head. But now it's, I mean, I have a good excuse, because it just the Peugeot engine making worse work per cycle compared to the other engines, right? It's still not torque. It's just low speed power. What is Michi doing there? Ah, so he's very clever. Actually, he's not struggling with top speed. Just let me through. So the thing is that Peugeot is a bit weaker, I think, but has very low drag. So it has actually max top speed. But BMW is having really great acceleration. I would love a little bit more of frame rate. Hi Kostas. So the goal is we make 6 laps here on one tank. those are the orange cuts that Michi talked about. 1 point. It's stricter than normally. So we are under the target, alright. And that's a yellow. Okay.
Was that a cut for you?
Yes, half a point.
Copy.
Quite early power peak in the Peugeot, I think, if I remember correctly. It's barely regenerating. Yeah, regen level is on max, I don't know. I didn't really plan to tow Michi along. The Ferraris have such a strong downforce. Need to stop cutting, but I couldn't leave it there. I hope P1 and P2 are going for a lap less. Yeah, 225. Halfway there to the penalty. if I stop cutting, I will not get a penalty, so... Yeah, the server is lag free, I didn't have an issue. Ah, Murad is playing, alright, well that's nice. Hope he enjoys. It's... that's...
That should have been a cut too.
Yeah, I'm on 3.25.
Oh boy. So I guess we can indeed ask what has happened to the track limits.
Yeah, dear Dan, what is going on?
Nice pug in the chickens.
Oh yeah, there were some drama about Murad, right? About some gloves or something. Ah. Okay, no cut, but lost 2 tenths there, if not more. My cooling is not enough. But it's really it's so nice to see these bigger YouTubers enjoying LMU, or at least trying out and having some fun with it. Speedrun ban. Alright. That's tough to hear, but I don't know. Weird IOS. I don't know. I mean, could be always a client-side issue or something else. And Michi is back in the tow.
It looks like you're carrying way too much speed into the turn, but your car just turns.
It does feel like that sometimes, yes. So together on the pace. 0.4, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5. Crazy. Have to make sure I'm the fastest one this lap. But we are all improving, of course. The tire very slow, but fuel is being reduced times 2. About the server stability, to be honest, it was either, well, never managing to even join the server, or no problem. I never had like just some lagging, unless it was client-side issue of just 1 or 2 others. Murat is talking about gloves. Oh no. Top shop. Oh dear. I mean, a man has to earn money somehow. But still I would hope it would be him praising LMU tires instead of his products. Get 10 pairs free, wow. They really have struggles to sell them. Oh yes, David. I'm sure. This car is so nice through these corners. Oh, a pit stop.
That's interesting.
Very. That was 1 millimeter away from being
And
cut.
the time you gain in sector 1 and the final chicane is just insane.
I just said I was like 1 millimeter away from a cut. I just floored it and hoped for the best, and it worked. Intel CPUs. I don't know. Could be. But what's the chance now that Michi somehow just has 3 seconds shorter pit stop because he still has like 5 liters when we box? A bit of a lockup. Stormtrooper to helmet. Wow. Okay. I need to step up in my streaming game, I guess. Oh, the GTs. Ah, we will catch them. And Adam boxed previous lap. He will avoid. Ah, yeah, that could be good for him. That will be good for him. Ah, that's a problem. Well, why? Anyway. Box.
Can't remember the last time I've been so lucky with traffic.
Well, I never were lucky, so it's
Copy.
just another day, another multiclass race.
Where is your pit box though?
Soon. $39?
37.
Of course. I will enjoy a bit of BMW draft, I suppose.
I will. Yeah. You're gonna overtake me so early on the straight.
Did you lift in lap 1 or what when I went through? Surely you did.
Slightly, yeah. Just to
Yeah.
get like it was point. Ah, I'll be turned around.
Yes, well, probably.
Can't wait for the unsafe releases.
Oh. Ahead of Volker. How did that happen? Nice P1.
No, it's not.
Ah, P2, of course. At some point I might have to adjust my anti-roll bars. Although, yeah, the front, yeah, the wear is fine, quite equal. Following Michi into a lockup. You know what? Where's my brake MIG? I don't want. Not going will to wheel into there. Now that lockup, I would be on Mitch's rear, I think. Costly mistake.
I see you already enjoy Ferrari draft.
Very much. I have never played Batman. Yeah. Well, that's how to lose the draft effectively. The car is really good all around the track, except in that corner. The rear just goes, even if I don't downshift. And in fact, I have absolutely the same issue with Toyota. Just that Toyota is tricky in other places as well. But in that corner especially. I don't know. +1 click front ARB to be safe. I mean, I did put migration 0.5% rearwards. I don't know. Lamborghini is hard. It's bumpy. It's difficult over the Le Mans curbs. But it's supposedly quick all around. I heard it should be one of the quickest on tracks like Le Mans and Monza. Zero new tires left. I didn't even know. So it's not even a question about changing tires or not. Okay. Oh, David is indeed fast with it. don't give me too much alpha point. Okay. Ah, there is something about that curb on the inside. It does a good job preventing you from cutting it like crazy. Is Michi going for a stop less? 776 is a viable strategy, you know? If it's lap less. And probably it will be. I thought it was like 6663 or 5556 for the strategy. Didn't even thought it can be 7, but now that I think again, I think Michi is doing a good job there. Not losing time to P1. What if everybody is doing 677? What if I'm in trouble? No, Chapler in P1 is not doing. He did 5 first stint.
Like, I can't go much slower.
Well, you're doing stop less, right?
Nope.
No. I don't believe.
It's physically.
Although I have to believe him. Oh, Folger with the deadly wobble. Blind into apex. Somehow I hit it kind of alright. And that's gonna be top speed now. Oh, sorry. Okay. Rip. What is it with me doing that today? Hit the Porsche. That's Spa
Happily
now.
taking the kph extra.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, I transferred 2/10 of my refueling from myself to Michi. It's really impossible to overtake like that, because if you pull out, you're gonna lose the draft and then you hit the, well, elevated dotted line in the middle, because the road is V-shaped. And you just lose all the speed, and then I try to stay within the dotted line in the middle, and I hit Michi. No damage probably for any of us. Ah, Christos. Good point. Fair point. Ah, you see, if you meant that Batman game, well, I never thought of that, to be honest. I played Worm's World Party when I was young. It was good fun. Ooh, Michi. Somehow the car ate the curb now. But how did Michi only lose like 3/10 by that? But I'm gonna take the slipstream, of course. Racing against the BMW is just so frustrating. That car just pulls so hard out of corners. Okay, that's a rogue track limit. It's not first time I see it, but that should never be a track limit, even green. Michi with another LMDH moment. But that BMW is really like, see you later, out of every corner. So the leader will box, and then I hope we all three continue for only one more lap, not two. Although I kind of don't believe Michi when he says he cannot go a lap longer.
I'm so slow through that chicane.
Yep. But you are fast because of power then, out of the chicane. '23 Peugeot, is it really quicker? It's orange. Come on.
Penalty?
No, I lifted enough.
Copy.
Okay, that was the last cut.
Still got points or not even that?
Well, 4.25.
Guys living alive on the edge.
Oh yes. I never had a good try with the old Peugeot, to be honest. Only with fixed setup. So, yeah, I don't know. The BMW to me, it's probably not the fastest in high speed, but to me it feels very, very good in high speed. one of the most stable cars for me. Why do I keep following Michi? Every time he goes a bit wide, I do exactly the same. Anyway, box, box, box. If Michi stays out, he has won by like half a minute. Ah, these are the LMP2s. I forgot it's 3 classes. And I'm the one that will get stuck, of course. But they are fast in high speed. Sorry. Had to go for that. Now Michi has to box. Thank you.
How many tires you have left?
0.
Okay, you can't even change tires. Cool.
Yeah. No, don't do that on safe release. Ah.
I saw me dying.
Yeah, the good thing about track limits here is that the next time I get orange, I just smash the brake and I will get away with it, right? Hopefully. It's not necessary a penalty. Why am I getting rotated now? I'm so far. Ooh, who was that? Was that was Adam? That must have looked crazy from Michi's POV. Estre versus Lando. I don't know, impossible to call for me. Because they just race different stuff. I didn't know where to go. Oh, that's quite the jungle now. but for a moment he's going to touch my front left. Anyway, 3 seconds. I forgot the Peugeot is really good at eating curbs, so it can actually take the last corner apex. Although not sure if it's faster or not. Unlucky. Unbelievable. And it's 2 GTs. And one is having a spin. Like it could. Okay, well, gap is back to 3 seconds. No, it killed itself, but you know. I thought I was getting lucky when I was closer to you, but of course something has to happen.
Of course.
It's just the necessary crying about the traffic. You cannot have multi-class racing without it. When you gain time to others because of better traffic management, it's a skill. When you lose that time, it's just bad luck. It is how it is. We cry about a little bit and then we continue racing, right? Hi Dalibor. Yeah. It is like that sometimes in the life. This is the way, indeed. Anyway, I just remember P1 and P2 have higher DR, so if I finish P3 I'm still quite well off. What's the chance I catch that GTE right into the Porsche curves? I just need Michi and Volker to stop getting traffic onion straights. Paid actors, yeah. Front left stopped, front lefting. Probably the thermal deg. I've been squealing the tires quite a bit in the Porsche curves. So perhaps back to front air a bit too. I had to turn out of the second apex a little bit. Sometimes too fast into the apex, sometimes too late. Well, the grip is not the same every lap, right? At least not in a good sim. Alright. LMDH moment for Michi again. I wonder how his FFB feels now. Why is my overlay saying I need plus 60? Should be either plus 30 or plus 45. Or I have something wrong. In the middle of Tertre Rouge there is always that moment. It turns in well, but then at some point it just wobbles into slight understeer and then grips back. So maybe too soft suspension or too little dampers. So it's either... Was it between 3 and 4 actually? And then I thought it was between 2 and 3. Let's see. 7 minutes. Probably it's 3 more laps, but not 4. $17.25, yeah, 3 laps. 3 laps is kind of 10 minutes, so then it's 7 to go, and then there is 50 seconds for pit stop. Actually, what am I talking? 2 laps. 7 minutes and a half. 9:30. Has to be 3. Not 4. Back out of it, but a good slipstream. We will have time to figure out anyway on the fly. Carlos, it's open. So 14 minutes when Volker crossed the line. And then it's 10:25, and let's say 30 plus 20 for fuel, or let's say 45, which means 9:40 for 3 laps. We have 320, 640, 10. I think it's 3 laps. 325, 650, 9, 10, 10, 25. It will be 3 more, it will not be 4. Not even close. Well, relatively close still. Yeah, Ferrari. Let's see how much fuel he has. Or yeah, how much fuel he has burned. How much more fuel he has burned compared to myself and Michi. Yeah, crazy, but there is 50 seconds loss because of pit stop, so... Ah, you counted the previous one as... Yeah, okay. Understood. All good. All good. Box. Michi with the cut. Oh no. Okay. Whew.
16.
7.
So Forja 18. Nice.
Gonna be fun.
Wait, what?
Interesting. Well, enjoy.
Oh no.
I added 46.
I added 48. So you need a save.
I need to save more.
Copy. What was it? What does your car consume flat out?
I don't even know. 17, 6, yeah, not sure.
I think someone took flat out fuel, and it's not
Yep.
me.
Or maybe 4 laps worth for Volker.
Potentially.
Michi the man. He's getting the traffic on the straight as well. Although I should be alright, kind of. Wasn't too bad. I will still be able to burn more fuel than before, but it's gonna be a bit of fuel saving. Yeah, shiny. Hopefully. I mean, I thought there is a cut there, but I guess not. Because then you could just straight line it, in theory. That was slightly late, but no way around it. And now I'm thinking of all the silly cuts that I have done where I had to slow down. Without those, well, I would be on the rear of Michi probably. So I cannot even blame the BOP. Tough life. Well, Kyle makes sense. I'll try to dive from 2 seconds. Shark, it's times 2 fuel, so it's still better to lift and coast a little bit and save time that you lose by refueling. But obviously I just estimated something, some value. So it could be better with 1% more or 2% more. I mean, it worked. I merged into P2 ahead of Volker, so, well, worked for now. Oh, I have a lot less energy than the overlay told me. Oh dear. Well, I have to stay ahead. And then I save fuel when I can. Oh, that's an unfortunate GT. Oh no. Okay. That was a weird one. Yeah, it doesn't
Are
matter.
you on threat?
It's alright. Battery counts for virtual energy as well, doesn't matter. You cannot get away with it. It's not about fuel. It's about the total usage of power. Joules per stint. So all you can do is lift and coast, short shift, go slower, less throttle.
You'll enjoy fighting GT3s
Yes.
from Porsche.
Gonna be fun. That's good for me, maybe. And they are side by side. Shit. Ow. And that's track. Seven.
What happened?
No, I got track limit, had to brake. Now I have 0.007 energy coasting through the through the line. Michi, GG, nice win. Good job.
Thank you. Oh, that sucked. I thought you were taking some rating away from the guy.
Well, I will still gain a lot of rating.
Oh yeah. I have 0.06% though on the VE.
Yeah, I have 0.06, but I didn't apply throttle out of last chicane.
You could have probably not applied throttle anyway, right? After the chicken.
I mean, I could because there was a bit more fuel, but
Yeah.
drive through, you know.
Yeah. I mean, even let me watch at this. This is probably highly interesting stuff.
It was just slightly too marginal. I thought I have saved enough of energy, to be honest, because of that huge lift and coast on the Mulsanne straight. I was lifting so much, but it still was not enough. Yeah, miscalculated. Defended the inside. Here, Volker gave me the... I mean, didn't really give me the...
Honestly, I'd protest that. Like, he sent you in that fucking track limit.
Kind of. I mean, I kept turning, you know, so...
Yeah, but... It's a carbon copy of Alex Siebel versus me.
Yeah, I remember that one. Alright. Well, guys, I'm still happy with that.
What a joke.
It was a good race. And meanwhile, I hope that Morat is having good comments made about LMU. Let me check that lift and coast. Because I don't understand. I thought the closing speed was not that crazy, but actually he could easily have overtaken me. Why did he back out of it? Or maybe that was his normal breaking point. I don't know. Well, Daniela, that's a great question. 15 seconds is a lot. If those two GTs... Yeah, I didn't take the apex, but... you know what? If I went for the apex instead of kind of around and hit the apex, I would be now here. I would be past him by the apex. He would turn in and Volker would have to go around the right side. He already turned in. If I was ahead, he would have taken the apex. Volker, I made the space for Michael there. And then yeah, nice cut. Here I realize 0.01 or 0.1 energy. Daniela, I think, just less fuel saving. He was just using more fuel. I don't know how to call this. I mean, yeah, he kind of pushed me onto the curb. But is it right that you can do that and force another guy into a track limit, which is kind of not really a track limit, but it is a legal overtake? Daniela, yes. It was marginal. I mean, I think full push was like 5.8. Daniel Murat is praising LMU. That's brilliant. Wait, once upon a time there was a bug where it actually, when the virtual energy went to 0, it still had like 0.0 something. Like in Tiny Pedal it was 0 because there was a little bit of a mismatch. Nah, not sure. Anyway. Racecraft. Murat said GT3s are the best in LMU. Wow. Alright. I mean, they better be. I mean, they actually are, so... But good to have it confirmed by somebody who has actually driven it. New sim to prep for real races. Wow. Okay. Well, then we have more players in next weeks. Looking good. 0.6. Okay, it's fine. Could have been a lot worse. Have I checked the stats from the previous one? Let me see. Wait, event history. I have not checked this one. I gained more from the intermediate than from the weekly. Anyway, I guess that's it for today. Was really good fun racing, but I'm really happy to hear about what Murat was saying. Anyway, this is off and I'm off as well. Well, have a nice weekend. See you in VMS for 1 hour sprint race around Interlagos on Sunday evening. Gonna be great. Bye bye.